Hello guys, my name is Jack and this is the first video on the Photo Cinematica YouTube channel. First of many, hopefully. I want this channel to be a resource for photographers, filmmakers, artists to inspire you to go out and shoot. Hopefully I can do that through showing you different cameras, film stocks, book recommendations, interviews with other creators to help you create the things that you want to create in the way that you want to create them. And as this is Photo Cinematica, I thought I would start by showing you the most cinematic film stock with potentially the most cinematic camera. So this is Silbersalz35. They are a German company who have taken Kodak Vision 3 motion picture stock, repackaged it and re-spooled it into 35mm canisters so that you can shoot it on your 35mm camera. There's a couple companies that do similar things. One of them, who I'm sure you guys have heard of, is CineStill. But the difference between the two is that CineStill remove a layer called the remjet layer, which means that you can process the film using standard C41 chemicals. But when you do that, you get the red glow around any highlights, that halation that you see sometimes. Some people like that, some people don't. It kind of depends, what you want. Silbersalz don't do that. What you do is shoot the film, send it back to them, and they process it using normal motion picture chemicals, and then they use their cinefilm scanner to get like a flat look from the negatives, and then they apply a self-built conversion LUT to get the kind of colours that Kodak meant for the film to have. The film comes in 4 different stocks. It has 2 daylight and 2 tungsten, so 2 for shooting in normal daylight, which are the 50D and 250D, and then 2 for shooting in yellow tungsten light, which are 200T and 500T. They are DX coded. The Silbersalz guys recommend that you shoot 1 stop overexposed, so if you put it in your DX coded camera, it will be able to read that and automatically set it, so you don't have to. But if you don't, then the 50D should be set at 25 ISO, the 250D should be 125, the 200 100, and then the 500 should be 250. So in this video I'll be focusing on the 50D and 250D, which I shot a couple of weeks ago in London. I haven't shot this film before, so I have no idea how the photos are going to turn out. Hopefully I have something to show you. But I was walking around for a couple of days with the Hasselblad Xpan, which I got about a week before we went into lockdown in the UK. It's been a bit of a dream camera of mine for a long time, so I feel extremely lucky to have it, and it terrifies me that I'm going to break it. I said at the beginning that I felt like this could be one of the more cinematic cameras, and I think I'm right in thinking that this is the only 35mm film camera that you can shoot in panoramic mode the way that this does. A normal 35mm camera will have a smaller frame here, but this one has an extra wide frame so that you get like a nice big negative and a wide aspect ratio, which kind of automatically makes your photos look cinematic when they come out. Obviously the lighting, subject, all of that comes into account as well, but just right off the negative you get a nice wide frame, which I think is amazing, which is why it's been a bit of a dream camera. I love it. I did struggle at times actually shooting with the 50 and 250 in the lower light situations, because when the 50 becomes 25 and the 250 becomes 125, when things get a bit darker and the widest aperture on the Xpan lenses is f4, I did struggle to meet it. But hopefully I got some photos worth showing, which I'm going to show you now so I can stop talking. So this is the Silbersalz35 50D and 250D daylight films on the Xpan in London. Okay guys, so that is the end of part 1. In part 2 I'll show you the 200T and 500T, which definitely had some of my favourite images from the 4 rolls, and in that video I'll go into a bit more depth about what I thought of the films and what I like and didn't like about them. Thanks so much for watching. Feel free to leave a comment below, I'd love to see what you thought, and I will see you soon.